Good morning. Welcome, my friends. Loan Officer Breakfast Club. It is Monday, March 16, 2026, and we're about to get this party started, I'd say, I don't know, now, my friends. Gonna have a great day today. Glad you're all here. Gonna be fun. Got the Connecticut Crusher in the house again, as usual. The Chauncey-rama. Chris Johnstone floating around there in the background. It's either him or his avatar, one of the two. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Same thing. All right. Good to have everybody here this morning. Let's get cooking along. Before we dive into some fun, we do have Megan Pavoni here. Say hi, Megan. Megan's here with us this morning.
Hi, everyone.
We're going to talk about it briefly here coming up, but just as a teaser, I mean, eight points for business loans through Megan Pavoni. 8 points. That's eight. Like $100,000 loan is like $8,000 comes your way. This is simple loan officer math, Jimmy.
Where are we getting that deal?
I can even pull that off in my brain. You know what I mean? Without a calculator, without the HP 12C, my friend.
Ooh, I like that. I have mine in my pocket.
Yeah. We had big discussions about the HP 12C on here before. We've had pictures, photographs, the whole thing. Those are the kind of things that the newbies just don't even know what the heck we're talking about. And you know what?
I was taught you had to do that just to be like it's impressive to be able to work that thing.
Wait, Jimmy Finance is holding his up, man. He's doing some
math. There you go. That's my man right
Yeah,
there.
that's the 12C. Yeah, they were great calculators. Once you figured out how to use them, I thought it was more logical to when you figured out, how to use it. Yeah.
And then you can't go back. Well, I can't use a regular one.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're cool. And plus, and not to linger on the 12C again here on Breakfast Club, but you know what I really dug about the 12C too was the feel of the buttons, like the way that they clicked. Very nice.
That's a little cool.
You knew you had a quality calculator the way those buttons depressed, man. I'm telling you, it was pretty good. Yeah. So, all right. Well, look, we went through the weekend. Before we dive into everything, you know what, Chris Johnstone?
Yes.
I think you just should pick on somebody to share a win. I think it's in your hands, my friend. And we're even going to give you the Jeopardy music. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah. So let's see.
Okay.
Who
well,
are you
I think
pick?
it's got to be somebody that was at the live event, right? So how about Joanne Johansson? Come on, let's hear from Joanne. Can we do that?
Good one.
Okay?
Always a good one. Good one. So Joanne Johansson. What?
Aren't you sick of hearing from me? Hi, Jimmy.
Hi.
No, we want to hear from you again. Give us something good. What happened over the weekend?
I mean, I did not work this weekend. I spent the weekend with my grandchildren. I had a grandma's weekend. That's what I did.
That's a win. That's a huge win.
Assistant who got like 3 pre-quals out, and I was just writing down who I need to follow up with. I did have 3 agents ask me to do open houses with them because a lot of houses are hitting the market now, but I couldn't because I had to do grandma's weekend. But with regard to the event, I think I said it before, I've been doing this for 30 years, and this event was so powerful, not just on like a mortgage loan officer level, but what Jimmy and Carl like poured into us with their knowledge of finance. The other coaches, I just have one thing to say about Summit Lending, like 100%. I mean this. I am so glad you're not in the Northeast. I like so impressive. The coaches, I thought they were just very, very impressive. So if you don't go in October, you're just missing out. Find the funds, close a loan, make your reservations, and go, because it will bring your business to the next level. And I've been doing this for 30 years. We got to keep learning. If I'm going to be in it for another 10 years, and I want to be like Jimmy when I grow up, I got to,
And you said it was the next level.
Next level. I know. I mean, and that's
flows right off your tongue.
I'm telling you, like it's like the coaches like Chris, Jenna, and of course Robin. I mean, I have such a girl crush on Robin. It's not even funny. Like she's so amazing. Like they are. They're just they're very impressive. Obviously, to me, they're young loan officers, but they shared everything. They shared it with us. They didn't like, oh, I'm successful, blah blah blah. No, they shared how they became successful.
Yeah, the nuts and bolts. I
Even
like that.
when, and I can't remember the coaches that you had on a couple of, I think it was last week or the week before on the Thursday program. It was a guy and a girl. And
it was Janess and
Justin St. Clair.
Yeah.
Justin St. Clair.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Justin, they're both awesome people.
Yeah. So just all I'm saying is we're going to need a bigger room.
We're definitely going to get a bigger room in October.
Yeah, I think you need it. I think you need it. So
good stuff. Thank you, Joanne.
That's all I got to say.
That's all I got to say, and it was enough. Awesome stuff. Appreciate you. Hey, Jim, you got your hand up before we get cooking. What do you got, man?
I'm just going to go real quick. I'm going to second what Joanne said. It was incredible. And Jim, I wanted to thank you and Robin because over the weekend, I did a deep search on ChatGPT about setting up a program for a loan officer assistant. Checked out you, Robin, and Carl. They wrote the entire thing. I'm looking now to find a LOA to join, and I've already got my stuff done, and a lot of it was the stuff that you taught to us. I can't realize how much time I was wasting with other things in your process of getting people in. And I'm telling you, if you're listening to this, you better get to the next mastermind in October. It was life-changing.
Wonderful. Awesome.
And like Jim and I don't get paid to say this, just so y'all know.
You don't get paid?
We don't get paid.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're getting paid because we're sharing like everybody else how great it is.
Awesome. Well, awesome. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the shares. I super appreciate it. Always good. Oh, and trust me, man, October's going to come quicker than we know it. I mean, gosh, we're already almost done with Q1. And so October will be here right around the corner. There's early bird specials, I think, going on right now. You can check the chat. You can get registered early and save a little money. All right. Well, hey, we are going to dive into one of my best friends in the whole wide world these days, and that is Megan Pavoni, and we're going to talk to her. Let's bring up Megan. And hang on, Bill Devers. Let me. Well, before we bring you on, what do you got, Bill? Mr. Rudy.
I was just going to say that I after the meeting, I had we hired I'm letting her know today, but we've got a killer LOA that's going to come to our team. So
sweet.
Yep, and it's all due to the boot camp that we had.
That's awesome.
But
awesome,
thanks for spurring me on a little bit. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Now we got a killer coming into the office now. So.
You know what's great too is not only you guys bringing on the LOAs, but you've got the plan for the LOA, right? So it's not just like, well, we'll find something for them to do. You know, it's going to be, no, we've got a well laid out plan. We know exactly what they're going to do, and that's the way it works, man. But anyway, Megan, hi, how are you? I'm going to give you another cheer.
I probably need it today. I'm a little tired. I was at one of those dance mom competitions for 2 days this weekend. Those are intense. That's like another level.
Were the one where the kids come to watch the moms dance? Yeah, those are,
I wish.
Yeah, those are cool.
The ones where the moms sit around all weekend watching their kids dance for hours.
Well, cool, man. Well, if you guys aren't familiar, we've had Megan on before. She is with ARF, and ARF does business finance, business loans. Mm-hmm. And guys, they pay eight points for them to you to send them over.
I
literally.
thought you were kidding earlier.
No, bro. Okay, Megan, you say it. I'm not going to do your pitch for you. Wow. But what I want to do is, what I do want everyone to realize as you're listening to this, because every time we have Megan on or send an email for her, everybody gets all excited and blows her up with stuff. But a lot of times it's stuff that, doesn't fit the box. So I just want to make sure you know what that box is, so you don't waste your time or anybody else's time. Yeah. But if you get the deals that are in the box,
I feel like it's not
8 points. 8 points if you get the deals that are in the box, guys. So, Megan, what is that proverbial, box that we're trying to fit people into?
I will say, to piggyback off of that, since I've been on, this is like the third time, I've gotten some really, really good business from you guys. Like you guys have quality leads. I will hand it to you. Once we get through the red tape and the confusion, it's awesome. Like I love working with all of you. You've really, really helped me grow my business. But I have to be completely clear. I used to do mortgages, so I get it. Like our brains in the mortgage world think, okay, this piece of real estate appraises at this, and what can I get off of that collateral? Or, my client has a mixed use building, or they're buying a plot of land and they want to create a business, an acquisition. We do none of that. Like nothing. I mean, there is no buildings. It's all unsecured. So it's against the business itself. And they must be in business at least 1 month. So that being said, if you have somebody that owns a campground or a horse stable and you're looking to use that as collateral to get a loan, cannot do it. That's not me. That is a commercial real estate broker. But I know them. I mean, we can have a conversation. I can, bring you on over there, but that is not what we do. But you have a bunch of clients that we can help that need a business line of credit or they're expanding their business. They need inventory, they need equipment. These are all things I can do. And I can do doctors, dentists, restaurants, manufacturers, food distribution. The list goes on and on and on and on. So yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot we can do to get you guys paid. For sure.
Yeah. So and just to reemphasize, guys, there's no real estate involved in these transactions with Megan.
None.
These are business loans for the business itself, right?
Yeah.
You got a commercial real estate thing you need help with. You go to Kelly Dutton, right? Kelly Dutton's here, I'm sure, somewhere floating around. Oh, there she is. She can help you there, right? But this is for the people who run businesses, like Megan said. Maybe you've done loans for people that own a restaurant, right? Sometimes they need help with working capital, something like that, business line of credit, unsecured. They're only secured against the business itself, not against any real estate. But there's a lot of people that need this stuff. I mean, it's a huge business that's out there. And just an email blast to your database through the help of Chris Johnstone and the LOCRM could, open up, a little bit of a floodgate for some people that need some help. And the beautiful thing, guys, is it's 8 flipping points. How does it get paid out, Megan?
So you close a $100,000 loan with me or a line of credit, and immediately after, like 2 weeks after per se, depending on when in the month you closed it, you get 4 points completely up front. So you'll get $4,000. Then the other $4,000 will be residual for the next 12 months. So 4,000 divided by 12, you get that automatically deposited into your account every month on the 15th thereafter.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Dude.
See, you got the residual thing going on too. So if you can stack up a couple, 2 or 3 of these a month, you know what I mean, by doing some clever marketing, then you kind of build up this residual thing going along too. It's just a really cool thing. And that's why I brought her to Breakfast Club, because when I learned about it, I was like, this is way too cool. Everybody needs to know about this.
Oh.
Yeah,
Frank,
I've talked to so many of you, and I'm recognizing it's nice to see your faces and stuff. And I do want to apologize. Like Frank said, after these, I'll get flooded, and I don't have an assistant. It's just like you guys. It's just me, and I go as fast as I can to respond to all of you. Just nudge me if you send a auto response for information and you don't hear anything after 24 hours. Just shoot me an email directly. Totally fine. I'll respond like pretty quickly thereafter. Give me a couple touches. That's all I ask.
Yep. And so we've got, it's workwitharf.com. I put the link in there. Work with ARF, not AFR. I know that in the mortgage space, there's the AFR. So it's not that. It's workwitharf.com. If you go there, you can fill out a little form. It'll hit Megan. She'll reach out to you. Chris, you had a question?
Yeah. Do you have a deal that you see over and over again, Megan, that's your favorite? Like, is there a thing that you really specialize in?
The sweet spot?
Yeah, I mean, so ARF stands for Advanced Restaurant Finance. So 26 years ago, we were restaurant financing only. Now we do everything, but we understand restaurants, which is a huge niche, but like hospitality-based businesses. So bakeries, bars, taverns, hotels, motels, anything like that. They come to us and, they're like, hey, I do $1 million in sales a year. I've been in business. I've owned the business 5 years. Not the business has been around 15, but they have physically owned the business 5 years. And they have, good credit, let's say, at least 600. And we could do easily 100, 150 on a line of credit for them. And you guys are getting paid like every time they refinance. So if they take it today and then in 6 months they refinance again, you're getting paid again. And you don't even,
Wow.
I won't even call you. I don't even have to call you. You'll
It's
get an
all in the
email.
system.
Yeah, it's all in the system.
The cool thing is she sets up an account for you so that anything that comes through you to her, it's coded in the system. A couple quick questions. We got to move on to Jimmy. Brad King is saying, hey, how do we get paid? Does it go through the company? We licensed to help? No, you got to understand this has nothing to do with mortgages. So you got to just get that out of your heads, guys. This has nothing to do with mortgages. NMLS doesn't exist. None of that comes into play. It has nothing to do with the contract you have with the mortgage company you work with. This is business loans through ARF that you as an individual, or if you have a LLC, can get paid.
So that means it's nationwide then, Frank? You don't need licensing anywhere, right?
No. Yeah, there's no licensing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys just
Nationwide.
give me the lead. Yeah.
That's why it's such a neat thing. That's why I'm trying to convey it to everybody. Kelly, you got your hand up. Grant, you had your hand up real quick, and then we'll move on.
I just was itching my head.
Yeah, somebody.
Oh no, it was other Kelly. It was
somebody did just answer the question. So
Okay,
I was
Kelly.
wondering if you're a W-2 employee, does that have any effect or conflict of interest? But you just sound like you just answered it. It's more like a referral credit, it sounds like.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
you get
that I can handle.
You'll fill out a 1099 or a W-9. I'm sorry, W-9 with us, and that's the only thing we require. And then for auditing purposes, obviously, you would decide if you want it against your personal social or your business EIN. Either way.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
How cool is this? It's the coolest thing ever. So work with ARF.com, or Megan, maybe just stick around, look in the chat. If you guys got more questions for Megan,
to answer them. Yeah, I'm going to answer the questions while you guys move on to Mr. Jim. There.
And then you can drop your email in there, whatever works for you. But if you guys have something you want some help with right away, let her know. Thank you, Megan. Super appreciate you as always. All right, now let's bring up Mr. Jimmy. Jim, you had something that you wanted to talk about today.
Yeah, I was working on I was interviewing one of the top producers in our program, and she said something that like really seems so simple, but it just hit me really. I don't think she, created the phrase, but she said, the future's in the follow-up. Like the fortune, excuse me, is in the follow-up. And the reason that hit me so hard was when I think about cold calling all the time, I don't really like it. You know what I mean? Like, if I could get more and more business from what I already have, that kind of turns me on. If I could take better and better care of people, that gets me excited and build my business from it. Because, like, I think about AI a lot and what's going to happen in our business moving forward. I just think that people who don't use it are going to be replaced by people who do. And the value, hey buddy, and the value really good. The value of a loan officer is more and more the relationships. Like more and more and more, it's the relationships. So, like, I'm not really a lecture guy. I like to be more interactive with questions. But when I think of the fortune is in the follow-up, I think of three different things, right? So the first one is the simplest one for me would be following up on your leads. Following up on your leads, and if you touch a referral, you touch the referral partner. How many times do you call a lead and then not immediately hang up and follow up with the referral partner so that they're at ease around your lead? And it seems so simple, but it's the easiest way to build trust. Like, I think rapport is made and trust is built with super small cap promises, not big ones. So that's the first one. But the second one is where the magic happened when she was talking. So, want me to share it?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. I'm interactive, not lecture. So, so we have this form called All About Your Family form that we fill out with our clients. when we meet them in person or when they're coming on a Zoom, the first thing they have that pops up is this form to fill out so we know about them. A lot of that information is on the 1003. We all know that, but a little more detail. Their kids' names, their kids' birthdays, anniversaries, special events that we keep in our database, and simply call them on those events. So we put them into our database with reminders that are forever events. You know how many times you put an anniversary date in your calendar, but you don't click the forever event? And it gives me a reason to call and stay connected. And that's awesome, but it's not really the magic. So this lady does 100% of her business by referral, and 87% is from her database as a loan officer. 87% of her closings are either past client referrals, right? All from people she already knows, and 13% is from realtors, which is like flip-flop from my business.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, well, how do you do that? So guess what her secret sauce is?
What?
No, you got to guess, brother. Come on.
Cunning, good looks.
That does help, brother, but it's not really what it's about.
How about mailers and then following up with phone calls? I'm guessing.
It's
How about
something I don't.
meeting
It
in
was
person?
meeting in person is definitely magical to do this form, but I'll talk about after you help this client, right? And you have
Yeah.
these dates: their anniversary date, their kids' birthdays, their birthdays, the date of their house purchase.
Little video.
Consistency.
It's the notes from the consultation, the personal information that you learn during a consultation that you keep in your database, in your CRM, that you pull up when you're talking to them, that you mention. So she saw Jim, like she knows me. She's all, hey, I've been meaning to ask you. She's like, I know Dylan wants to be a firefighter. How's that going? Like this is on the interview. Well, Dylan's my first son, and I don't have a favorite son, but me and Dylan go hunting together and fishing together, and like I love my kids a lot. And he wants to be a firefighter. That's not easy, right? We got a diesel mechanic certification. He's getting his EMT, and she's asking me about that stuff. Well, how can you remember all that stuff with all those people? And is it valuable? 87% of her closings are from her database, from people that she cares about that know it and refer her. And she has all these touches programmed in that aren't about me. You know the me song, me, right? You call your database and you're like, hey, rates have dipped. You want to find out about it? What about if you call and you have other stuff to talk about? And then they trust you. And then because you show interest in them, they like you. And then they care about you in response and they want to take care of you back. Right? I think business is fun when you give first and people give back on their own accord versus like, pounding them all the time. And I just thought it was like, she's just like, the fortune's in the follow-up, Jim. If you have all their information and you call them on their anniversaries and you talk about things that matter to them, they're going to refer you. They're going to use you. And what's Carl's formula for every 100 people in your database?
1% conversion. Yeah.
Right. So what if it was 2 or 3? Right. What if it was? I mean, what if it was? And like, listen, I'm a realtor and builder loan rep. That's how I did my whole career. Someone taught me database halfway through. I wasted so much time on that. Not doing that, I should say. But here's my point. It's always been valuable, right? Always. But moving forward, the playing field is leveling off in terms of like fulfillment, closing fast, interest rates, companies reaching out to your database automatically. And the laws changing about who owns the database, the servicers getting their game together. And hey, listen, I wish it didn't happen either, but it happened. And so how do you compete? Well, this is how. So your advantage is relationship. Their advantage is technology. So you got to go bigger with your advantage. Like, don't learn. I got to be careful how I say this because I'm not saying don't learn technology, although I was just about to. What I'm saying is use it to go deeper. Use it so people know you and they feel like they know you versus just spitting numbers, which is what the services are going to do. And it gives me a lot more reasons to call that don't feel awkward, right? I need reasons to call my database that don't feel that it's all about me and don't feel awkward. And listen, she asked me about Dylan. I started talking to him, my face lit up, and she had to bring me back down to earth so that we could finish teaching what she was going to teach. And so I just think it's magical if you get the CRM going and you get it all about your family form, and you have the guts to put it in front of them and ask them to fill it out. I think you can turn that 1 out of 100 into 2, and that's doubling. I think that any business person would be happy to find a system that doubles the results. So that's my magic sauce for the day.
Well, what I like about it, what I pick up from that is that, we definitely need to get more in the habit of when we are having conversations with our people, and if we can get into the more personal side of the conversation, to be diligent to keep the notes too as you go along, to make sure it's part of my conversation process is I'm gleaning information, I'm noting that. So the next time that I come around, I have something, in the note that I can
resisted it. I resisted it for so long. Like to actually pull my CRM up when I call them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
pull it up, have it up all the time, and pull up their name and look at the screen. That's what it's made for.
Right.
But you only get out of it what you put into it. And I resisted it for so long, and I'm sitting there going, "Wow, what if I doubled my database business?"
Yeah.
I feel like there's a difference too between just going through the motions or going through the process. And what you're talking about is it's about being intentional with the
Yes.
process, right? And that's going to take human interaction. So we need technology to help us keep the process,
Help
right?
us remember.
Right. But then your job with the technology is to take that leverage and be intentional about the conversations that you're having.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. You know the way she said it, Kristen. That was exactly what I was feeling when she was talking. She's all, Jim, show interest.
Yeah.
Show interest.
Mhm.
Like if you show interest, I'm like, wow, it's so simple, but it's not easy. But you call your database, it's valuable. It's long-term value. The reason I'm talking about this today is I just went through that interview, but I also went through an explanation of the technology that's out there for servicers. And I'm just here to tell you, your database is at risk. I'm just telling you. So it doesn't mean that, you throw your hands up and go, they're taking everything from us. No. We got to just be intentional about how we pursue our database, and it has to take a little more effort than it used to. And it's just one more step on top of the pyramid of database, right? You got to mail every month. You got to email. You got to call, and you got to go deeper with the All About Your Family form. I think that's the magic sauce.
There's a bunch of people asking about this form. Does this form exist in some way that they can access this form? Is there some way?
Yeah, I think if they opt in, Kristen or Jen could get them for them. Yeah, they could
for the
send it back to you.
members, if you want it, you can email us at support, and we'll figure out how to get it to you.
Yeah.
Support at themarketinganimals.com.
That's right.
Yeah.
Support at the marketing. And if you're not a member, well, email them anyway, and they'll talk to you about becoming a member. Greg, what do you got?
All right, so here's the question about the all about you and your family form, because this is something I've been scared of for years. When do you ask these questions? It feels very difficult to ask them about their kids' age and what their hobbies are and what they're into on an initial consultation, because I've heard clients say back to me when I tried this initially that it feels like they're part of a system. And I've only heard a few, right? Because I got immediately nervous about asking, so maybe I just have too small of a data set. But when do you ask?
Yeah. So it's like a doctor's office. They hand you a clipboard while you're waiting for the meeting. But the person, if it's not you who hands a clipboard, has to say the right stuff. If that doesn't fit for you, I do it when I'm making copies. If they're in person, if I'm going to go make copies of the driver's license or something, but you have to explain it. So, like, you know what the triangle for trust is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So use the triangle for trust, and then you remind them, listen, I get 100% of my business by referral, and here's how I do that. Here's how I do that. Like, I want to stay connected. I want to know you, and I want to take care of you, and I want to be able to reach out to you when there's something going on in the market. And this helps me stay connected. And listen, 80% is 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Some people ain't gonna do it. No thanks. No problem. I wouldn't either.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
agree with them. Like, if someone says, that's too much information. Yeah, I know. Like, agree with them. But like, if you don't agree with them, well, if you don't agree with a client on the initial beginning of your relationship and you create an argument, I just don't think that's a good idea.
Nah.
I just
Probably
don't think
not.
that's like, hey, I get it. I totally agree. It's a lot of information. Don't worry about it. And then maybe you revisit it the next time they go, wow, you guys did a great job.
Got
Right?
it. Got it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, good question. Really good question.
Interesting.
It's why I didn't do it for the first half of my career, bro. I couldn't ask for referrals until I found out that we need your help form, which is another way, another tool that works awesome. Should I tell them about it?
Yes.
Probably should, because they're going to ask.
You might as
So it's a
well.
really complicated system. You ready?
Yes.
This one you're going to have to pay attention to. You're going to get lost. I have a piece of paper with 3 blank lines on it. At the top of it, it says, we need your help. And then when I get up to go make copies of their driver's license, I put it on the desk with a pen. And I say, remember in the beginning when we first started talking, I told you I get all my business by referral. So if you know anybody that needs to get pre-approved or has been thinking about refinancing, if you feel comfortable sharing their information, please do. And I slide it across. If you don't, no big deal. I'll be back in a minute. And 50% of the time, there's at least one name on it.
Wow.
Because
that's awesome.
The whole like, I used to do $20 Tuesdays, and I'd take $20 bills, and if anybody got a lead doing updates, they got $20. And I like programmed them, and then I would bonus my team if we got a current client referral, and like nothing worked better than that simple, like, because there's no pressure, and you're not in the room, and you can do it on video too, right? You just say, hey, I gotta go run and ask an underwriter a question. I just sent you a form. It's the we need your help form. And what that means is, like, I told you we get all of our business. If you know anybody, if you could, send it back with their name and number, only if it feels right. And if you don't know anybody, no big deal. I'll be right back. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. And I find out when I do it that way, I'm first of all, I'm willing to do it every time. That increases my numbers. Second of all, I don't feel weird about it. And it's an ask, so it qualifies. So Carl's off my back. Just a joke. Just a joke.
That's awesome, man. Awesome stuff, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Always good stuff. Wow. All right. Well, that's something it's new to me, the form, the family questionnaire thing. Giancarlo, what do you got?
All right, good morning. I'm going out on a walk today since it's super early here in Arizona. Okay, so I do this while taking an application. Okay, so the application pretty much gives us triggers on everything that somebody has to do in their life. Hey, why are you buying a house? They're going to tell you. And all you have to do is learn to use silence as a tool. And that's what we don't do. So we need to understand and hear out. When we ask questions like, hey, are you married, unmarried, or separated? Okay, perfect. Tell me more. And wait. They will tell you. Somebody says, hey, how many kids do you have? Okay, what are their ages? And now, if this is if you're taking the application on the phone. If you are not, it is a great opportunity for you to call the borrower and say, hey, just wanted to go over the application with you. Have a couple of questions. Just fill me in on these. You go in, spill out the answers, and wait for an answer. You guide the conversation. It doesn't have to be a fill out form. It can be a note-taking process. And in the past, it's actually helped me out tremendously with developing a whole lot more business. People says, hey, I'm separated. Okay, well, were you guys married? Are you going through divorce? And we have to learn and be okay with having bold conversations. And I think that that's the problem right there. We're scared of asking hard questions. But once you get used to that, the information is there, put it in your notes, and then move on.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be totally part of the process of reviewing the application with a customer. So that's what I normally do on a regular basis, and that's how my database has grown that much too.
Good stuff, man. Thank you, brother. Giancarlo, thank you. Jimmy Reed, always awesome, man. Terrific. Is Kevin Gillespie still here? Or he bail?
I think
I think he had to go.
He had to go. Well, tomorrow, Kevin Gillespie will be on, and he's going to be talking about builder investor business. So that's always a fun one. And it's out there. It's accessible. All I do is investor. Go ahead.
I have known Kevin. I've been in this business 29 years. When it comes to builder business, y'all need to tune in when he talks.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Oh, no,
Sorry,
he's got it.
Shameless plug.
What's that? Shameless plug. Yeah, he's awesome, man. Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, builder investors killer. I mean, I've devoted my whole business is just investor at this point. That's all I do. So it's a cool thing, man. It's very cool. So
and
good
spoiler
stuff.
alert. Spoiler alert. He has another boot camp for that in the works.
Wonderful. So that's even better. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, cool. Good stuff, man. Well, thank you, Jimmy Reed. Appreciate you, brother. Always a pleasure. Megan, I know she had to split. She's got to take her kids to school. I hope you guys engage with Megan and get some of those business loans flowing. Those are really, really cool to do. Great money makers and easy. The nice thing too is you just hand them off. It's pretty simple.
Dude,
here's a name. Here's a number. Let me know when the check's ready. That's it. So, anyways, all right, you guys. Hey, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Hey, I had a quick question. I'm sorry.
Sure. What do you got?
So who had the business builder seminar or
that's Kevin Gillespie tomorrow. Be here tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, just be here tomorrow, and then he's got a seminar, a class coming up. He'll let us know when it's coming up tomorrow. I don't even know when it's coming up at this point. So yeah, show up tomorrow, brother. Good.
Thanks.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. All right, you guys have a fantastic day. We'll see you here tomorrow. Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Adios.
Have a great day, everybody.